My name's Jeremy Myers. I'm 47 years old, and I currently live in Southampton, Pennsylvania. Right now, behind me is a 500-liter still. It's a combination hybrid still, plate still, but we can also run it as a pot still as well. I started when I was 16, distilling brandy in my buddy's grandma's basement. Was literally just taking grape juice and fermented grape juice and running it through a pretty rudimentary homemade still. There's a million different ways to make liquor, so for me, that's part of the adventure. That's part of the fun, is always trying new things. Winning Master Distiller would be great because for me, a lot of this is about the creativity and the fun of all this. So not that it would validate that, but it's like I keep on pushing in that direction and progressing and trying new things.
1 minute burn, you got 4 left.
I like using things from the land, and whether it's fresh, whether it's just about to spoil, using that's to me the ultimate goal.
1.5 minutes, Jeremy.
I worked at a farm distillery, so to be on a farm and distill and see that connection with the land, I think is really important.
30 seconds.
I'm good.
Think you're good, Jeremy?
I think so.
All right, Ben, here we go. We're taking things that otherwise would have been cast off into a ditch and let the finish rot. That's going to make fine liquor. You got 1 hour to build the finest mash from these ingredients from the farm. You'll have 5 days to ferment. Then we're going to test your mash to see how much potential alcohol you've produced. 1 hour. Your mash has got to be in your barrel. That hour starts now. Good luck, guys, and get with it.
Line her up. There she goes. Oh, here comes the purple haze. For my mash, I took 40 pounds of blueberries, 10 pounds of honey, about 3-4 pounds of peaches, a few blackberries, a few plums. I'm super happy with what I got.
Anybody need some extra honey? Since I got this barrel of sugar over here, too?
I'll take one.
One.
I'd take 2 of them.
One.
Thank you, sir.
2. Yeah, man.
All right, fellas. First, hide.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what strings you pulled to get yourself back here, but bully for you.
Thank
Good
you,
to
sir.
see you, old friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right. That mash has had 5 days to work off, so hopefully you're where you need to be. Now, it's easy enough to put your mash together from a tried and true recipe, but when you have absolutely no control over your mash bill, that's the test of a true distiller.
Now, guys, we're going to be tasting your mash for flavor, and we're going to use a Brix hydrometer to measure the density of the mash. And this is going to tell us the actual ABV of what you potentially could make when you distill it.
This will simply determine in what order you will go into the still house to pick still parts. So if you're banking on getting a thumper, you better hope your mash is worked off.
What we need you to do for us right now, strain us off a jar full of your mash, bring it up here on this table, and we'll head out and test it.
Yep.
All right, get with it, men.
Please be done. Please be done. Please be done.
Crack it open. I take a big whiff. I smell booze. I smell a little bit of acid. I smell white wine, and I'm feeling good.
I'm super happy with what I got out of the mash when I opened the drum and, I saw the cap. Felt like it tasted great when I mashed it. It tastes great right now. It tastes like a blueberry pastry. It's still got a little bit more to go, but it's got some oomph to it.
All right, guys, welcome back. You're going to have 1 hour to assemble those stills.
Make sure that you do put the still together how you're going to get that flavor that you want. This one run, somebody's going home.
Your hour starts now. Good luck, men.
Get busy.
I don't think it's a fancy still. It's just a column still with a plate. I mean, yeah, maybe it just looks cool because it's definitely different than what the 2 other guys are making. There we go. She's together.
All right, guys, looks like everybody's ready. It's easy enough to build a mash that you're making all the time, something you're used to with grains and fruits you worked with many times before. Shooting from the hip's a whole lot different. It throws you a curveball. You're gonna have 4 hours. Show us that mash you made from what you found at the farm can turn out a good enough jar to keep you in the competition.
All right, guys, remember now, you only get 1 run. At the end of this run, one of you fellers is going home.
Your time starts now. Good luck, men. Get with it.
Hello, darling.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be a little peach flavor in there somewhere.
I'm not super stressed about getting enough booze to turn in. I'm more stressed about how this flavor's gonna turn out.
That's gonna make sure it's full, I can tell you that. He is putting everything that he can find in that still.
Let's get this thing fired up. Now we're going.
Guys, y'all burning 30 minutes of your time.
Jeremy's mash is pretty color, ain't it?
It's beautiful. 40 pounds of blueberries in there.
Ooh,
Fumble.
a little aggressive. For my mash, it was primarily a honey and blueberry, 40 pounds of blueberries in my wash. I'm definitely gonna get some high-proof liquor out of it. I'm excited about that.
I bet you Jeremy makes the most product.
Yeah, because he's gonna make liquor quicker. He ain't got near the stuff to heat up.
I hate this because it's sort of like putting nitrous in a car, and you know what? That's almost cheating, except for the fact that it's not. I just don't like it because I didn't think of it. I'm only gonna run one more jar, and then everything's done. I would consider this my tails. I'm happy with a bunch of the jars. They're all tasting really good. My first hearts cut, I was super high proof. The second and the third cuts were the ones I liked the most, so I think that's what I'm gonna end up, doing something with.
Hit it with like just one good shake real quick. You're up there. I'd say you're north of 145 on that.
I'd say it's maybe like 150 to 160.
Yeah.
Guys, I took them out to Kent's and got them some culled out fruit, and now we got the liquor.
Start anywhere you want to, Tim.
I think we'll start in the middle. Jeremy. Now, there's a nice, clean jar.
Pretty jar.
It's very high proof.
120.
I really wish I had another day or two to see that thing finished, too, because it was going to be north of 13, almost 14%.
Oh, you would have gotten so much more liquor.
I would have ran this a little bit harder, too, and not worried about it.
Yeah.
Ain't that right nice?
Yes, it is.
I'm picking up honey and blueberry.
It's a little bit high.
I'm gonna put him at 125.
It's high.
It's up there.
Can you imagine what kind of flavor it would have if it was backed off 20 points?
So he has a combination problem. He has a lot of honey in the blueberry, and then he didn't have the thumper so he could infuse that flavor the other guys had.
Had he left most of that, if not all that honey out of that blueberry, he'd have had an outstanding liquor.
He would have blueberry brandy.
Yeah. Let's move on. Let's try to find one that's a little bit cooler.